As you all know, it's college admission season, and recently a lot of people have been getting college admissions and making decisions, and I've been getting asked by many people about my admissions and what decisions I've been making personally. Specifically, recently one of my freshmen that I teach as a Model United Nations senior teacher asked me about what I did differently than my peers and how I felt about the application process in general, which led us to have a great conversation about it. That being said, I wanted to make this video to tell others about me that have similar circumstances and all those that want to know about my admissions and what my plan is so far. Starting off with myself, I'm going to be a first-generation college student and a business/economics major depending on where I go. Throughout high school, I had a GPA of 4.46 weighted and a 3.88 unweighted, thanks to a couple B's in chemistry over COVID. But I was mostly a straight A's honor student throughout high school. Despite having to go through the train wreck that was COVID in my freshman and sophomore year, I was still able to be a sophomore on the varsity volleyball team and win a state championship that year as well. During this time, I transitioned to focusing solely on academics, quitting my club volleyball team over COVID for safety reasons, and deciding not to play high school volleyball because it would take up too much time that other extracurriculars needed. This led me to being able to take 9 APs over the course of 2 years and be on the board of multiple clubs, all while being able to have great times with my friends along the way. When it comes to my activities, the main couple were founding a club, being a Model UN senior teacher and member, a commended scholar, and volunteering for multiple nonprofits that supported those in need without a community. In my junior year, I founded the Outdoors Conservation Club, a group that meets to go on hikes, learn about the ecosystem, and maintain our local environment, mainly through beach cleanups. This ties in with my job as a state parks worker for my local state beach, one that has led me to appreciate where I live so much more and also have leadership and community outreach. As a Model United Nations senior teacher and member myself, I was able to expose myself and learn about the world's pressing issues not taught about in the classroom, as well as how to think critically about the world's solutions, while also solving it through debate and collaboration. By being able to learn and teach about these skills, I was able to become a better leader and enjoyed seeing every one of my students grow in the process. The Commended Scholar Award I received was in recognition for scoring a 1450 on the PSAT exam, placing in around the top 3% of PSAT takers, just below the finalist tier. This is usually the top 30,000 students of the 1.5 million that take the test, making up for my personally lackluster 1,400 on the SAT. As for my volunteering, I've volunteered for many years with my family for the Rock and Roll Camp for Girls and Non-Binary Youth in Orange County, where we create a safe space for girls and youth to learn an instrument and form a band. This ends in a performance every time that is always super fun and great to be a part of, though they sadly shut down in the past years. Other volunteering that I've done has been for the Makara Library and Center for the Arts, where I organize book donations for the Women's Prison Book Project, giving books to women and trans people in local jails, as well as a bit recently for the Pacific Marine Mammal Center in their first Huntington Beach outreach location this winter. If you couldn't tell already, the main things I like are music and the beach. Because I love the beach so much, I chose only to apply to California schools, the places that I know and love, and places that I know I would thrive in. These were UCLA, UC Berkeley, UC Santa Barbara, UCI, and UC Santa Cruz, as well as Cal Poly SLO, SDSU, and Long Beach State. And after waiting what felt like forever, I finally started to get admissions back, with the first one actually happening while I was traveling, debating in Harvard for my Model United Nations team. This was SDSU, or San Diego State University, where I got in with the invitation to apply for their honors program as well, the Weber's Honors School. Starting off my admissions season, I actually went 4 for 4, getting offers from UC Santa Cruz, Cal Poly SLO, and Long Beach State in pretty rapid succession after San Diego State University.
Okay.
What does it say?
Admissions
Decision.
Yeah.
Congrats! Oh my god.
It's crazy.
Let's go.
It's crazy.
Oh my god.
Read it out loud.
Congratulations, Boone. Our answer is yes, you did it. You applied, we accepted, and so is my privilege to offer you your conditional admission to the 2023 fall quarter at Cal Poly, where Learn by Doing has inspired and guided students towards lifelong success since 1901.
Then came the Reach schools.
Hi, Beans.
Are we in?
Yeah.
We're in?
Oh, I'm on the wait list. Okay.
Okay.
Period.
This is our first
Awesome.
wait list.
I'm nervous. I want to look.
You got this.
Yeah.
No matter what, I love you. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
You're always my
Thank
bear.
you. Yeah, totally.
Thank you.
Okay. Unable to offer you admission. Easy. That's
They're the
whatever.
most
Yeah.
succinct.
Wow. Yeah. I don't know how many words that is. It's like four
Literally word
words.
count.
Yeah. Wow.
The number one spice.
My ex-wife lived in our apartment building.
Oh, wow.
And so he moved next door. He moved in with us, and we were in a 2-bedroom place. My mom had the bedroom downstairs. There was an upstairs bedroom and kind of an open loft area. And my older brother and I slept in the loft area.
the story.
My little brother had
I love all of these places and have a connection to most of these schools as well. As a middle schooler in club volleyball, my club would be able to practice with the D1 UCI men's volleyball team, and my grandma went there as well. Similarly, I also attended a camp held by the Powerhouse volleyball program at Cal State Long Beach with some of my teammates on varsity a couple years ago. Further, I lost the CIF championship and later redeemed myself by winning the state semifinal at Santa Barbara High School, and my uncle went to UC Santa Barbara after attending community college at Golden West. I've also been able to go to Model UN conferences held by both UCLA and UC Berkeley as well, and these were some of the best times I had in the program. One thing that many people told me to do with my admissions decisions is to make a pros and a cons list for all of the schools that I got into. 5 if you count UC Santa Barbara on the wait list. Starting off with San Diego State and Cal Poly SLO, my top 2 schools right now, I like to refer to them as the Goldilocks, where San Diego State is a bit too urban and is also too hot and a bit too crowded, while Cal Poly SLO is the exact opposite. It is very country, is much more gloomy than where I live, and it is a bit more culturally different than the urban environment that I'm used to. Then on to Long Beach State, where the pros are obviously its close proximity to where I live, as I could easily live from home. This would make it much easier than Cal Poly SLO and even San Diego State, as both of those would require hours drives to get there. However, the cons are that it is mainly a commuter school and does not have the social atmosphere that I hope for some college that I go to. With UC Santa Cruz, it becomes a question of proximity. I feel like it would be far too much of a travel and it would leave me as a fish out of water, where I would become very homesick. Though it does have the pros of being a very beautiful school and one that I was able to see very intimately with a college tour thanks to my mom's friend. Last but not least, the pros of UC Santa Barbara is that it has the whole package for me. It is a great social atmosphere within the campus, has great volleyball programs, as well as a great campus and great scenery around it, as someone who personally loves the Santa Barbara area myself. However, the pros right now are that I'm still on the wait list, which is super sad, as well as the fact that they do not have a business program, as I would instead have to become an econ or accounting major. though this is basically the same thing and I don't have that much problem with it. It is also one of the most expensive schools that I got into. So, as of now, I'd narrow it down to my top 3 options: community college, Cal Poly SLO, or waiting to hope to get off the wait list at UC Santa Barbara. These 3 options all have what I believe to be the highest value for what I'd get in return, as well as I would believe to be great options for the next 4 years of my life. With OCC obviously being a community college transfer that I would do, then to probably one of the other colleges that were my reach schools that I did not get into. That being said, I change my mind every time I wake up, and it'll probably be different by the time this video goes up, and that's why I will definitely be making another video about this. But this first one was basically to just explain my situation right now and just my high school experience, so that you can have context for the decision that I finally do make. So thank you for watching, and as always, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.